Most brilliant minds quit before their online business breakthrough, and it's not because they lack brilliant ideas or the effort. They are just exhausted. Running a business while juggling a full-time job, a family without a systematic protocol is recipe for burnout. Can you relate? Most people start the week hoping to be productive. They jot down vague goals like work on my business, grow my Instagram, be more consistent. And then by Wednesday, they're scattered, reacting to everything and wondering why they're burnt out. That is why today I'm sharing with you the exact Sunday planning system that helped me double my actual results without working extra hours. And I'm going to give you the exact AI prompts that makes it practically effortless so you can stop running aground every week and start crushing your goals. The truth is, it wasn't always like this for me. I used to be the poster child of hard work, always busy, always grinding, and never really moving forward. It wasn't until I started implementing this system religiously and fine tuning it every week that I started to see traction and I started to see consistent results when it came to my business. Now I run every week with full control. My business grows without consuming my life, and I've been able to help a dozen other entrepreneurs, solopreneurs who are also juggling business, full-time work, and a family using this exact framework. Now we do it inside my school community, and I'm going to link it below so you can check it out. But stay with me to the end of the video so I can show you the 4 simple steps that you can use every Sunday to plan your week. You will walk away with a repeatable system that turns just a regular brain dump into a clear weekly focus mapped straight to your calendar. And the best part is you don't have to figure it out. I will give you my comprehensive AI prompt so you can copy it and paste it and start planning your week from today. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's take a look here. The very first thing you're going to do, and don't worry, you're going to be able to download this resource, but the first thing we're going to do is to review the backlog from last week, from the previous period. Typically, your week doesn't start with a clean slate. Usually tasks will spill over and ignoring them only creates stress. So we need to start by facing them directly. Now, once we have done that, the next thing we do is to visualize your week and do a brain dump of everything that needs to be done that week. Our brains are terrible, with storing things. We need to get them out as often as possible. And the more you try to hold in your head, the more overwhelmed you will feel. This is why things like journaling and writing things down are so important. So we need to visualize the week. And here you're looking at different aspects of your week, or through different lenses, through the lens at your work, through the lens from your family perspective, through your business, through things like self-care, morning activation events that you usually, or tasks or things that you usually do, rituals. So we want to visualize all that and just jot it down or do a brain dump of all that. So for this particular step, I like to speak it out, but you can also journal. Yeah? If you're into journaling, and I'll give you a template that you can use for journaling, but I like to speak directly using the dictate feature of, let's say, ChatGPT or your favorite AI. If you have the app, or even on the desktop, you can speak directly into that. The problem is that sometimes it may not always transcribe what you say. So the other alternative that I would recommend and I like doing is using a video recording tool like Loom. I use Loom a lot. It's a free tool which you can record for free for up to 5-minute videos, and usually to just talk about your week, 5 minutes are enough. And so you can use it and just turn on the mic and start speaking. And I'm going to show you an example of mine. Just speaking through your week, what you see needs to be done, what was left over from last week, what is urgent, and give it some hints in terms of if something has a deadline, if something is a must do, if something affects other people, so we probably need to get those ones out fast. So you can give it an idea of what's urgent and what's not. But don't worry, because the prompt I'm going to give you is able to, it has 3 filters that is going to use to filter between what must be done, so like what are your highest priorities, and what can be parked for, as supporting tasks or to be done later. But it's going to help you come up your daily 3 priorities every day. It has that intelligence built up. So we do that. We make sure we download all that, and you will just see how freeing that is once you have downloaded all that. So for instance, let me just show you an example. So this is one that I did for this week, and I'm going to show you. I'll just need to come here, grab this transcript and plug it into the prompt that I'm going to give you, and we're going to run it together and see how that works. Yeah, but that's what this step is all about. Then once we have done that, of course, not all tasks deserve equal attention. And this prompt, like I said, is going to help you filter what is urgent. Okay, so what is urgent, has a deadline this week, must be done right away. It's also going to filter based on what is income generating, because when it comes to business, you can be very busy doing a lot of things, probably things that you enjoy doing, but they have no immediate benefit in terms of growing your business. So it's going to show you what are the tasks that are directly tied to growing your business, maybe growing your audience, growing your email list, your sales, and your assets. Yeah. And also the third filter is that of leverage. What is it? What is the tasks that you can do that is going to move multiple dominoes at once? Yeah, high leverage. This is so important for us as people juggling multiple hats. So what are the tasks that can strengthen your systems? Let's say assets that are going to keep paying off for years to come. So it's going to do that, and it's going to help you come up with a list of must do's and what can be done later. And this will help you pick your focus for the week, and is also going to help you figure out your daily 3s. Yeah, so let's stop there and let's see this at work. So I'm going to use ChatGPT in this case. So the prompt that you're going to receive today, I'll just make a copy of it here. So this is a comprehensive prompt, so I'll just need to come here and copy it. And here you can see this is where you insert the transcript of your video recording. So we'll copy this and paste it here. But let's look at it. So what are we doing here? We're telling ChatGPT, or whatever AI tool that you use, I'm going to give you a brain dump of all that is in my mind that needs to be taken care of this week. Once I share it, please help me do the following. Help me sort out the tasks into different categories, okay? So like business, personal, family, self-care. As solopreneurs, this is something that we must not ignore. And so it's something we need to build into a rhythm every week. And then run those tasks through these 3 filters to decide what must be done and what can be held for later. Yeah? So that's the filter that we have talked about. It's going to do that for you. So you don't need to think about it too much. At this point, it's going to sort it out, and you'll have a chance to review and see if you're in agreement with what it's come up with. Then from the must-do list, help me pick one weekly goal. Okay, the one thing that if completed is going to leave my business stronger next week than it is today. Yeah, so it's going to help you come up with your focus, and this is really powerful. You're going to see that. And then break the focus goal into 3 to 5 smaller steps to take each 30 to 60 minutes. So this is an example for me. You can actually, let's say, you can say between 45 to 60 minutes, but at least break the tasks. We want to break down the tasks to as low as at least 1 hour. Yeah. And so this is actually part of, where was it? This is actually part of step 4, where we are going to break it down into micro steps. And this will help you even be able to work in the margins. Let's say if you don't complete something within the block of time that you have, and you have, let's say, an hour during lunch break, you can be able to pick up that particular task and complete it. Yeah. So that is what this is all about. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. So we're breaking it down, and then you're going to tell AI like what are your focus windows and what you probably like to do. So this is an example of my own. Let's say between 6 and 9 a.m. This is when I'm most productive, but my morning activation rituals are very important: prayer, meditation, and exercise. Yeah, so those are done first thing in the morning, and then I still have some time for deep work. So I kind of guide AI in terms of how I want my day structured and what are my time blocks for deep work. And then I say, okay, between 4 and 6, I have another block of 2 hours. And again, between 8 and 10, I have another block of time. And doing this also gives you clarity in terms of how much time actually you have to commit to your business, let's say on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, because often we can underestimate the tasks that are involved in building a business and overestimate the amount of time we have available. But when you put things down like this, it becomes very, very clear, and you're able to see what your current reality is. So again, this is still part of the prompt. And then the next step we are saying, create a simple daily top 3 list for each day. What is the one focus goal task, one supporting, and one self-care activity? And you can rearrange this as you like. And then you say, here's my brain dump. So this is where you're going to maybe grab you're going to grab the transcript from Loom in this case, or if you're going to speak directly into ChatGPT, you can start speaking and then you plug in the prompt just before your speech. Yeah. So let's see an example of that. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to grab the transcript. I just need to copy it. Oh, I already did that. Yes, I already did that. So it's already here. No, I haven't. I just put the prompt, and now I'm going to paste my transcript here. So let's see what happens. Okay, so there it is. So it's going to structure. These are all the activities that I have, and it's just something I created. It's not perfect. I was just creating it for the example, but this is probably, yeah, so it's already applied the filters here. You can see what are the things that I must do and what are the things that I can schedule for later. And if you don't agree with this, you will have a chance to review this. So it's come up with my number 1 focus goal for this week, okay, which is to grow my community by posting my YouTube video and driving engagement around it. Okay, all right. And then it's broken that into 3 to 5 steps. So here I'm not just saying I'm going to post a YouTube video. No, what are the steps that are involved and how much time is involved in doing those tasks? Because then you realize, oh, actually, just saying that I'm going to post a YouTube video is vague. I need to actually break down the steps that are involved and see what that looks like and actually block time for it. Okay, so here it's suggested some time blocks for it, what I can do, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and it's come up with my daily top 3. Yeah. So do you see how practical this is, how quickly it is? And AI is very objective. Yeah. So it's going to, it's not based on what I like or what I don't like. It's very objective, and it's going to come up with a plan for me. And now here, what you will see in the prompt, you're able to review and adjust. Okay, so does that list feel right? The must-dos and the latest, do they feel right? Does my weekly focus goal, is it aligned? Or is there anything that feels like it turns, it's off? If that is the case, you can say, this is a follow-up prompt where you will say, perfect, thank you, I've reviewed everything, and here's what I'd like to adjust. So again, you can speak directly into the app, let's say ChatGPT app or Claude or Gemini, whatever you're using, or you can do another Loom. And once you have done that, it's going to create an updated schedule. And now you can say, okay, now please confirm my weekly plan. Also, I've decided I want my calendar to include. So what this is about is you may not want to put everything on the calendar. Maybe you only want to put your business tasks on the calendar. Others, let's say, to do with work. If you know you have work between 9 and 5, you don't need to. You can, okay, fine, you're gonna be at work, so you probably don't want to put that on the calendar, but if you want to, you can do that. But in this case, you can decide, I only want to schedule the business tasks. Maybe you have another system of tracking your personal items, or you can actually put everything on the calendar. That works too. So once you have told AI what you want to schedule, then you can say, please generate the calendar file, .ics file. And it's going to, you can give it directions in terms of how you want the slots to be. Let's say you want a 15 minutes break after every hour. Maybe you want to do the support tasks in the afternoon, and maybe in the evening you want to have some flexibility. And it's going to generate the calendar. So let's run this prompt right away. So I'm going to assume that I'm okay with what is generated. So I'm going to paste this prompt. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. Where is it? Okay. And my week starts on, let's say in this case, starts on September 1, for instance. Yeah, and we're going to run that. So now we can see that the calendar has been generated. Okay, I've created the business only ICS calendar for the week. And it's telling me how it's set it up right now. And all you need to do is to download this file into your computer. And then you're going to go to your calendar. I cannot set up mine now because I already planned for the week. But what you do is you go to your Google Calendar, all right? And then under settings, you're going to go to settings here. And then move this, import, export, all right? And then you're going to select the file that has been downloaded. So that's the one. And click import. When you do that, it's going to automatically upload all the items or the time blocks into your calendar, and voila, you're done. You're set for the week. You're going to see how effective this is, because it's going to give you such clear perspective as to what it looks like in your business for that week. It's going to help you defend the time blocks religiously or very strictly, because you know that if those tasks are not done within those periods, then you're not going to achieve your goals. And this gives you the discipline to stop saying yes to things, because we as business owners, sometimes we say yes to more things than we should be. Actually, we should be saying no to a lot more things. And so this process is going to help you with that, and is going to help you achieve your goals consistently, week by week. Practice it and let me know how it goes. So again, in summary, this is a Sunday planning system that helps you set the intention for the week in a way that you're going to be able to work on your business, with very specific time blocks in place that are already scheduled in your calendar. So it's like you're making an appointment with your business and you need to show up for it. And I'm going to give you the template. It's actually below this video inside the community. You can download. You can get the exact prompt, which you can copy and paste and start planning today. And also below this video, you'll find the planning resource that you can use to jot down and plan your week if you're into journaling and you'd like to write things down. I hope you found that helpful. Let me know how it goes, but I know that this is going to be transformative for you in terms of your productivity, as it has been for you. And I'll see you on the other side. Thanks. Bye.